One of the most popular shows in the country right now, Tiger King.
Popular docu-series Tiger King has reopened a cold case investigation.
The investigation into the disappearance of Carol Baskin's husband has been reopened.
This Tiger King show has been the biggest thing, on TV since, I don't know, since the OJ scandal. I don't know, you know what I mean, really.
A lot of people are going to say, what the heck are you doing aligning yourself with a guy like Jeff Lowe? This guy can't abide by the law if it's staring him in the face.
100%. And the Jeff Lowe that I know isn't the Jeff Lowe that I've seen reported and the paperwork of warrants and stuff like that. I'm not denying that he doesn't have that, but it's not the person that I've known for 5 years, and who takes care of animals, at least in my presence, and I've seen him a lot.
Murray says he traveled to Oklahoma to shoot a video for his YouTube channel. These exclusive scenes show just how up close and personal he got with Jeff Lowe's animals. Murray the Magician says his YouTube videos will include some startling revelations. He says he was genuinely shocked by what he learned.
Hey guys, it's Magic Murray, and we got Jeff Lowe from Tiger King, as you guys know. And I gotta ask you a question, because we've been friends for a few years now, right? Back in Vegas. And he was so nice enough to take us around this zoo and show us some really cool things. We have Oscar the Sloth hanging out with us right here. But the question is, did Carol Baskin really kill her husband? That's the question, Jeff.
In my humble opinion, she most definitely did it. She killed her husband, whacked him.
Really?
She whacked him. And, there's just too many circumstances that just point towards her guilt, and it's a circumstantial case, but we actually, Murray, received a letter, a handwritten letter in the mail the other day.
Are you serious?
Telling us where the body was.
For real? You don't think it's you think it's a hope? You think it's...
You know what? If I'll show it to you when we go back to the house. It's too random to be fake.
Okay.
You can tell.
Sure.
You can just tell.
Isn't that
and when I
crazy?
show this to you, you're going to say, holy shit.
Really?
Yeah, so we called the Hillsborough County Police Department, and they said, stop touching that and give it to us ASAP.
Wow. So you have it in like a Ziploc? And,
It is.
Yeah.
It's
That's crazy.
in evidence.
Well, I always wondered, like we were talking, if she didn't kill her husband, right? And who did?
Who did?
We got to be looking for somebody, right?
What
Because
other
there's a
motive?
killer out there, right? So, and he had a lot of money, right?
It's $6-7 million.
Wow.
And the story is that she was going to be on the short end of a divorce.
Sure.
And she couldn't let that happen.
Wow. And she's not in jail yet, so.
She's not in jail yet.
She's not that stupid. Yes.
Yeah, she got away with it. She was better at it than Joe was.
Yeah, exactly. Your ones are coming back with the kids now. I always find that interesting when somebody is up for murder, right? And then they get off with famous people that we know, right? And then no one else looks for the killer. We're like, well, okay. I'm thinking, yeah, exactly, yeah, right, oh, exactly, right? So how do you not look for? Okay, if they didn't do it, then who the hell did, right? Yeah. So I always find that fascinating. You know what I mean?
Her Don's will, in the event of my death or disappearance.
No way. That was written in there. Are you serious?
It was said, and then the FBI handwriting analyst said, well, that's not Don's writing. So she forged everything. I mean,
no
she
way.
Don, she power of attorney, everything.
So how did
Wow.
She gave his guns. He had like 200 guns.
Her ex-husband.
Yeah, she gave those guns away the day after he supposedly left for Costa Rica.
Are you serious?
But 3 days before she reported him missing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Gave all of his guns away.
Wow.
He knew he wasn't coming.
The alibi is not so good. Wow. That's crazy.
I mean,
And
how
so
did they like search for the body?
You know what?
Why did they not search the property?
They did, but her brother was a Hillsborough County sheriff at the time.
Oh,
So
that helps.
Got a lot of.
yeah, so he could just say no, it's not Carol.
Yeah.
They tried to convince everybody that he went to Costa Rica and to do a deal, and he got involved in a drug
Sure.
deal down there.
That was it.
He never made it to Costa Rica. She found out from Don's secretary that he was he was days away from filing divorce.
Wow.
Which would have left her basically penniless because she didn't bring anything to the marriage. And
Yeah.
Florida law is you take what you came
And
with.
she would have lost the animals
She would have lost
too.
everything.
Yeah.
Really?
So she really thought she had
Took a
no
risk.
option but to kill him.
Wow.
So she got this guy we think named Lance Ramos.
Oh, it's even a headhunter. Or, yeah.
Ex-circus guy who
Sure.
just happens to work for her.
Bounty hunter. That's just
He had his USDA license revoked for
Really?
animal cruelty. So why would she be hanging on with this
Sure.
guy
Yeah.
at all? You know?
Yeah, of course.
Unless,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hello.
She's just really hypocritical. She just drove him nuts.
I know you want to come up. Yeah, I know, right?
As the Las Vegas Strip reopens, the pressure will be on to bring people back. That means creating an only in Vegas opportunity. Magician Murray SawChuck recently floated an idea.
Obviously, Roy passed away, and we were joking about maybe we should bring tigers back to Las Vegas. And I said, yeah, that'd be great, like, well, as long as we do it right.
Animal advocate Linda Faso says there is no way to do it right.
So if we haven't learned anything from what happened to Siegfried and Roy on stage, then it's sad because these animals are not performers, they're predators.
Will Jeff Lowe be willing to suddenly change his stripes, so to speak, and abide by laws? Did that part of the conversation come up?
No, not at all.
He said the talk of tigers taking the stage in our desert town was just that, talk, nothing serious. So your intention, as we sit here right now, is not to bring
Not at all.
Jeff Lowe and his menagerie of animals into Las Vegas?
No, I have no intention of doing that, you know. I'm a comedian magician, you know. I made a joke as we were walking around that we should bring him back, and it was a joke. Nothing more, nothing less, you know.
Did you ever tell anybody that story I told you about Roy?
No, tell the story.
Yeah, they used to do cruise ships, and then they signed a deal to do the Vegas show.
They did the Lido, that's right,
Yeah,
at the
yeah, the
Stardust.
Lido. Yeah.
As an act.
Yeah.
$50 million.
Yeah. And that Roy was Siegfried's lover. And they just, they met on that cruise, one of those cruise ships, and started the show together. Well, Roy was diagnosed with HIV. And before it opened, he died. So what they did, Steve Wynn was flipping out, like, what the f*** do I do?
The most expensive show in the history of Vegas at that
The
time.
most successful show. Right. So they took Roy's cousin, who was his double, in the magic show.
In the show.
He looked just like him. And they had to tweak his nose. They sent him to Michael Jackson's surgeon to have his nose fixed. It didn't heal properly. They had to postpone the show another 6 months. So all of these years, that's not the real Roy. It was Siegfried and
I've heard that 4 or 5 times. I heard it was his cousin or
yeah, it was Roy's cousin.
his cousin. I've heard that a few times.
So Dan Snook, a producer friend of ours, I was telling him about it. And he said, "Son of a bitch." He went back and you go back and just Google
Okay.
pictures. You're gonna say,
He's
how
not
did
the same
nobody
person.
ever not catch this? It's
interesting,
not
right?
the same guy. So
It's unbelievable. Isn't that a great story?
So the biggest trick
That's
they ever
gold.
pulled,
And no one has an answer
the
for
biggest trick they ever pulled, nobody knew about.
Switching the
It
act.
needs to be a TV show. Somebody needs to do a show about
Crazy,
that
right?
while Siegfried is still alive. He'll probably talk about it now that Roy's died.
Yeah.
How would that rumor ever start? Like, you don't ever hear
Well, Carl-
about that from like anyone
Carl
other
Mitchell,
duo
the
act,
animal handler, says, he says the real Roy knew pets. He says this Roy didn't know.
No, not yet. I'm waiting for it.
Then he was in this office when he first started.
Oh,
And
really?
then he went to another building out there that became his office.
Okay.
But his recording studio is what he burned down.
Do you really? And he actually burned down for insurance reasons.
There was no insurance. He burned it down.
Where was it? Over here somewhere?
Yeah, in the back.
No.
Is that the
He
alligator?
burned it down to, it had Michael Jackson's alligators in it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And they went?
Cooked them.
No way.
Yeah, they were like 12 and 14 foot.
Really?
Big gators. So he burned it down just to cover the theft of all that footage.
Are you serious?
Rick owned all of his footage. He didn't know. Joe didn't know. Just like he signed his rights away to me, Joe had signed away his IP rights to Rick Kirkham.
Who's Rick Kirk? Was that the guy on the show?
Yeah, that guy.
The producer with the hat? Is he a cool guy?
No,
he's not.
complete
He looks a
fucking
little
drunken
crazy. Is he really?
Oh, yeah.
But that's how a lot of the footage they ended up having for it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because he had
Well,
it
you
on
know
hard
what?
drive, right?
That safe right there, when I took over,
Yeah.
I opened it up and there's three 3-terabyte drives in it full of videos.
No
So
way.
it was all mine. And I paid all those guys because most of that footage was filmed from 2016 forward.
Sure.
And I'd paid all the film crew to walk around and film it. So
Not really.
I owned it. So I licensed that to Netflix. That's another reason they're so hot, is because that licensing agreement runs out next month.
No way.
Footage. They didn't get it in.
Oh, really? You really like me,
don't
don't you? You really like me, I need
So
it.
now,
Really? That's
now
good
they're
then.
questioning whether Tiger King can even be shown after a year if we don't re-act.
So right over here, the rain finally stopped, so my hair did not like that. But this is where Joe's studio was that he had burned down, supposedly, or it accidentally burned down. This is where the whole studio was in this corner. So you can still see the foundation and everything. So.
What's something about Joe that no one else knows? Like, that's fucked up.
I knew he used to walk around and film John Finley and him fucking farming. Right?
No. Are you serious?
We found tons of
Really?
He
Normal question.
he killed 2 goats. I was like, stay up here, stay up here.
You're saying he killed 2 goats?
2 goats having sex with him. He was a
Something else, huh?
man.
Unbelievable. Because I've worked with tigers before, with America's Got Talent, and a couple of TV shows as well. And for me, if anyone knows who I am, I'm a huge animal advocate. You know what I mean? Rescuing animals and how they're treated. It'd be kind of fun to bring tigers back to Vegas. And I said, yeah. I said, but I think it's impossible. First of all, how do we treat an animal correctly in Vegas? You'd need 50 acres behind the casino just to have their lifestyle comfortable.